Hello everyone and welcome to Bengal Heritage Uncovered. Today we begin an incredible journey, a journey through time, unveiling the epic history of Bengal. This is the first chapter in our exploration, not just a summary of Bengal's past, but an invitation to rediscover the soul of this land. Bengal has always been more than just a region on this map. It's a cradle of civilizations, of poets and rebels, saints and scholars, kings and dreamers. And through this video, we are going to walk together through the grand story from ancient empires to modern revolutions. Here, where it all begins, the fertile delta of Ganga and Brahmaputra. This land, nourished by its mighty rivers, became one of the most culturally vibrant and historically rich corners of the world. Think about it. Bengal wasn't just a backdrop for Indian history, it was the stage itself, a land where power, art, spirituality, and revolution constantly danced together. From the first great kings who unified Bengal to the poets who redefined Indian thought to the revolutionaries who fought for the freedom, the story of Bengal truly reads like an epic. And this journey we are starting together is like a shared vessel, a time machine. Together we will explore the kings and queens and the saints, rebels, farmers, and the philosophers who shaped what Bengal is today. Our first stop, the ancient world of Bengal. Let's imagine prehistoric Bengal, the earliest inhabitants, the archaeological hints of the settlements near rivers and forests, a civilization quietly taking shape, waiting to step into history. Then comes one of the earliest known rulers, Sasanka of Gaur. Sasanko isn't just a name in old text, he is the symbol of Bengal's first political identity, a ruler who ruled this region and commanded respect across India. Next, we reach in the golden age of imperial palas. Under them, Bengal became a hub of learning and spirituality. Nalanda and Vikramshila flourished. Buddhist art and philosophy reached their zenith. The Palas made Bengal a global center. Their influence stretched from Tibet to Southeast Asia. And after Palas came the Saint dynasty. The Saints carried the torch of cultural refinement. They were patrons of art, literature, and architecture. It's under them that the early Bengali language began to take shape, giving us the roots of the culture we still cherish. Now we move into a new era, one of change and fusion. With Turkish invasion, Bengal's political landscape shifted dramatically. The Sultanate of Gaur emerged, and the region entered a phase of immense transformation politically, economically, and culturally. Under Ila Shahi dynasty, Bengal asserted itself as a strong and independent sultanate. Then came Hussain Shahi era, which is often celebrated as a golden age. Trade route flourished, connecting Bengal to Arabia, China, and beyond. Ports like Chittagong and Satgaon bustled with merchants and sailors across the world. But beyond trade and politics, something even deeper happened: the birth of a unique Bengali identity. It was during this period that the fusion of Persia, Arabic, Sanskrit, and local traditions created the distinct Bengali culture we know today. And this era also saw spiritual revolutions, with figures like Sri Chaitanya inspiring a movement of love, devotion, and equality that transcended religious lines. Yet this age of splendor met its turning point in 1757 at the Battle of Palasi. This single battle changed not just Bengal's fate but the destiny of India itself, marking the beginning of the British colonial rule. Under the British, Bengal became both a crown jewel and a crucible of change. The colonial period reshaped its economy, often harshly, through agrarian and industrial reforms under Warren Hastings. But oppression couldn't silence the intellect and creativity of Bengal. The Bengal Renaissance began, a truly transformative period. This was the age of thinkers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagor, Rabindranath Tagore, and many others. Their ideas of education, social reform, and literature didn't just change Bengal, they changed India. Then came Agni Yug. The people of Bengal were no longer content with reform. They demanded revolution. Bengal became the beating heart of India's independence movement. At the forefront stood Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, a name that embodies courage, sacrifice, and an unyielding dream of freedom. Through art, intellect, and resistance, Bengal led the way, showing how a colonized land could become the cradle of rebirth. Then came the most emotional chapter of all: partition. Few moments in history carry such a deep sense of pain and loss. Bengal, once united by culture and language, was divided by politics and faith. In 1947, East Bengal became part of Pakistan and West Bengal remained in India. Families were torn apart, cities reshaped, and yet the Bengali spirit endured. East Bengal, through years of struggle, fought its linguistic and cultural identity, culminating in the 1971 Liberation War. That struggle gave birth to a new nation, Bangladesh, born from courage and sacrifice. Meanwhile, West Bengal continues its journey as a part of independent India, evolving, rebuilding, and redefining itself through art, politics, and resilience. Two Bengals, two destinies, yet still bound by a shared heartbeat and a shared heritage. And this brings to the heart of our project: the journey we are on together. This is more than history, this is heritage and identity. In upcoming episode, we will deep dive into each era, explore the lost capitals of Gaur, decode the art of palas, walk through Renaissance salons of 19th century Calcutta, and unforgotten tales from freedom struggle. So, if the Bengal's story moves you as it moves us, make sure to stay with us because Bengal's history isn't something just to remember, it's something to feel, cherish, and to carry forward. Thank you for joining me on this first step through time. This is Bengal Heritage Uncovered, and together we are just getting started.